Fx4 Outdoors. Today we're going to talk about a new bait that I've used for late summer, hot water, bass fishing, getting down deep. And that new rig is the Tokyo rig. In lieu of the Summer Olympics, let's check out this new rig, see how it stands up.
Yeah, notice all the bait fish. So we stop. Yeah, he's got a couple nice ones. He's got side, down, everything. My buddy's got that live, so. There's one. Knew there had to be one here. Alright, so that's one thing bad about this rig. Just lose the damn worm. But I will say every hook set's been top of the mouth. Thank you. Top of the mouth. But you'll go through a bag of worms. Oh, there's got to be more than one fish on this. There's another. Really? That's 2 fish and 2 worms. On the Tokyo rig. Tell you what, both fish right on top of the mouth.
Alright guys, let's take a look at that Tokyo rig. So, once purchased, what you're going to get is you're going to get a metal leader, which then is attached to a barrel swivel, to a split ring, which then has a hook so you can actually adjust the hook size if you want, and then another split ring, a barrel swivel where you actually tie your line to. So this particular model, you have the option of applying whatever ounce weight you want to it. And you can use an egg weight. I recommend a bullet weight just because it doesn't hang up as much. So let's get that bullet weight put on. So how we're going to put that bullet weight on is literally we're just going to slide it down that metal leader. Just like that. Now, once it's on there, you just take your needle nose pliers, just turn yourself a hook, and I actually like to close the hook all the way up so it doesn't snag. Just bring that all the way up, pinch it on. Now we have our weight. So that's it with its weight on it. And now, so that's it. The weight's free to slide, and it's stopped by that loop that you put in to that metal leader.
go. Tokyo. On to Tokyo. Come on, buddy. Look at that. I like that Tokyo rig. Oh, give me it. Oh, did you just kick off my worm? Samuel. Little. Right in the upper mouth. Every time.
All right, now let's talk about what plastics you can actually rig for this. So in the video that we're shooting now, I put just a standard trick worm, float worm. Now you can wacky worm it, but I just did a Texas rig with that worm. Coming out, pushing it up, burying the hook, bringing it back out. You know, whatever your technique is when you're Texas rigging. And that's the rig that we used in this video. And this just allows this bait to sit about 6 to 8 inches off the ground and just kind of flutter. And you can see that in the video. It just kind of flutters.
There we go. It's not a big one. Well, I mean, it's not like that weight in his mouth. No. Hit it. Not like that in his mouth, for sure.
Now, some of the other baits that you can use that I've had success on, when I'm punching grass or weeds, I like to go to a beaver bait. This one here, I've got it, it's a Cabela's beaver bait, 4-inch beaver bait. It's bluegill, green pumpkin and blue, a little bit of a bluegill type look to it. And now you're punching that grass and you're keeping this thing right at that grass level where it's not getting it underneath, you know, all that mat or weeds or anything that you might be dealing with, that hydrilla. It's staying up above it and those fish are coming up and hitting it. And as you can see how these actually float, you're always going to get a top lip hook set, because that hook and how that is manufactured with that split ring, it's in the upwards position, and that bait is going to cause that hook to float a little bit more, which is going to give you that top of the mouth hook set. Now come spring, when you start seeing those bedding bass, I haven't tried it yet, but I can't wait to give it a whirl, is going in with a fluke, or you can actually use that beaver as a bluegill imitation. But I want to see how well this will actually hold up sitting on a bed, because keep in mind, you no longer have to work that bait in like you would on a standard Texas rig. You can literally just be leaving that bait sitting there, and I would probably put maybe a little bit bigger hook, as I'm not getting it through the belly where I want it. There we go. But now you've got a fish imitation just sitting there on that bed, and all you have to do is bounce that rod tip, and this thing's just going to flutter there on that bed, keeping that bait just off that bed in that strike position. So I'm looking to see that could be valuable, very valuable in a bedding scenario. Now I don't know what, this leader, typically if you're sight fishing, the water's pretty clear. I don't know what this leader's going to do. But hey, I'm willing to take a chance at it. So I just think that is so cool. Even in deep water, throwing that fluke down there, just bouncing off the bottom. It's another great rig for the Tokyo rig. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the Tokyo rig. Hey, do me a favor, right here, just below here, hit my subscribe button. It's right over here. You know what? It might be over there in the logo, or maybe on this side on the logo. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Notate some comments below. Let me know if you guys have done good with the Tokyo rig, if you've fished with it before, if you've got questions about it. Again, it's a great versatile bait. You can add multiple weights to it. You can add solid weights to it to get it down there in them deep summer bass patterns. Again, grass lines, weed lines, all variations of pond fishing, lake fishing. This is a great, versatile little lure, little rig. So do me a favor, notate in the comments, let me know your success, or if you haven't had success. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, here fishy fishy. See you on the water.